Deb,
My name's Daria,
and you're watching Big Deb
Deb
Energy.
Energy.
Hey, and go Phils. First of all, I appreciate you reaching out. Before I heard from you, I don't think I seen you since what? College, which
That is true.
that's like a fever dream for me. No offense, I didn't even remember that you went to Newman, but
Girl,
I don't.
listen.
I don't even think my soul was there. I think my body was just there, and I was just kind of floating around.
I feel like I was drunk the whole time.
That might have been the case.
Yeah.
Did you ever get caught? Wait, did you live on campus?
Yes.
Did you get caught drinking ever on campus?
I got caught in the car and they breathalyzed me because the cops pulled up on us.
On campus?
But it was okay. The first time I blew like 0, 0, 0, 0, whatever. It was like 1, and then the second time he made me blow again, it came up 0, all zeros.
Were you driving?
Like, no,
Oh,
I was
okay.
in the car, but everyone I was in the car with was 21.
So they still breathalyze you when you're not driving? I guess when you're underage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We were on campus and it was a dry campus. So
Mhm.
so they say, but
Yeah. I mean, what the hell? So my first week there, me and it wasn't my first week, but it was like a first month in when I secured like my group of friends. I'll never forget. There was a bunch of us and we were smoking a blunt. And my one friend Amber, she was the only black girl there, and the cop pulls up, and Amber wasn't smoking at the time. She came with us because she wanted to go to Wawa to grab a gallon of milk.
Everybody went to Wawa.
Yes,
Everybody
there wasn't
went to
much.
that Wawa. Yeah,
I needed my cigarettes,
girl.
But so Amber comes, and our dumbasses parked across from the police station. We didn't know where we were. These motherfuckers are knocking on the door, and they're like, "We smell it. We smell." I had it in my coochie. I had the blunt. Right. I took one for the team. I'm like, I hope this thing still ain't lit because we're gonna have a bad time. So Amber's like, I know I'm black, but I ain't smoking. I'm just here to get milk. Look, see, she's holding a gallon of milk.
Girl.
So.
Oh my God, the fact that you did that. Did it hurt?
Amber. No, it was fine. I went with my fingers. I went.
Yeah.
It was like I'm a pro at this one. Like,
girl.
I should put a tutorial out. But the cops let us go. The cops let us go for our eventual honesty because I eventually was like, "You want my pussy blunt here,
girl?" Oh my God.
But yeah, they let us go, thankfully. But then I got caught drinking twice on campus.
Did you get caught outside or inside?
Well,
because I know they used to, if you were on a certain floor, the RAs would go around and knock on doors. Like I remember one time we were having a party and they knocked on our door, and literally they sat there and they took all like the alcohol, of course, like the bottles, whatever, and then they leave and we're all like sad, like damn. And my one friend, she goes in her laundry basket and just pulls out another bottle, and I was like,
girl,
oh
had
my
a backup
God.
plan.
Yes, I was like, ooh, college days.
It's always good to have a plan B. But now I got fined twice, and I remember one time my RA ratted me out after chilling with me for like 2 hours. What? She thought I was suicidal because of like something I said. So she like took all my sweetmates, and the one day I get home from class and everyone's like, "Deb, are you okay? We all want to talk." And I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" Yeah, they were like, and finally I squeezed it out, and they're like, "All right, I said you want to kill yourself." I'm like, "What the fuck, guys? I would have did it by now." But it's like being alive is not fun. Don't get me wrong, but don't worry, you ain't gonna fire me in the closet. So yeah, I remember when I transferred in 8th grade, which if you've watched the last couple episodes, you know what happened and why I transferred. And I'm sure you probably heard why when or before I transferred. And you had been at that school for how long at that point? Did you start 8th grade year or
no, 7th grade?
Okay, you were there 7th grade. So what was 7th grade like, and then leading up to 8th grade before you met me?
It was like just like some of the, you know how it is when you go to a new school and there's girls and like they're like girls are always very clicky. So like that clickiness makes you feel like an outsider or they treat you like a certain way.
Yeah.
So that's what that's what that was.
Yeah. So how did you
Yeah.
handle that?
Honestly, I don't know. I just like I can just ignore people. Like I think like I've gotten to that point. Because like being a female, you deal with so many females that don't like you for no reason, literally. And then they, what it's like, and they treat you like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Honestly, it's a reflection of who they are.
yeah,
But I just feel like in middle school, everyone felt like they had something to prove
yeah,
for like
definitely.
no reason. But I remember because I was still in touch with those girls that went there, and I remember them telling me that they had a new girl in school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I met you when I transferred, which, apologies now that we didn't really get to be friends or really get to know each other. I guess I was just so caught up with everything,
Mm, yeah, yeah,
and I didn't know who liked me and who didn't.
yeah. It was a
But
lot.
what are some things that you remember hearing about me like prior to coming to the school? Because when I tell you those bitches begged me to come back, and
They
then as
didn't.
soon I was there, it was
They were
like,
acting, yeah. Well, you know that crowd was a little fake. Just saying.
yeah,
Can I say that?
yeah. No, that's fine.
But
Well,
yeah, it was just fake. I mean, I just know that they put like a reputation on you
yeah,
because honestly, like I didn't sit there and I didn't what people say. I didn't really listen to it because I always try to form my own opinion of people, and I'm like, okay, like and that crowd they really couldn't talk honestly about anybody having a reputation because you already know. Just saying.
yeah,
But like that's what I remember hearing, and I'm just like,
yeah. Well, give me an example of some things. I'm not going to get offended.
no, I honestly don't. I didn't listen to what they said. I
Okay,
just
you just
remember
knew.
like the guys saying it, like and
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
and
so
some of the
funny.
girls,
Like, what? I don't even know what they would have to say.
right?
Well, people had a reason, but the certain people that did, it's like you don't even know, or you
Yeah,
didn't even experience it for yourself.
yeah.
So people are nuts. So do you look back? Do you think you necessarily had fun in middle school, or do you wish like things were different? How do you feel looking back?
I don't know. I thought it was like okay, besides sixth grade, but like that was like that was a lot for me, just because that school, like it just was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, especially like with the situation when I went to aftercare or whatever, and there was a person there, and they kind of, so we went to go get like, they had snack time. So we like went to go get snack, and like, like that was, they did that every day. And I went with someone I thought, was my friend. And he like kissed me on my lips, and I'm like, taken aback, but I'm like, what in the world? Like, and then like I told my mom immediately, and my mom and like, like my family, they came up to the school, and it kind of felt like everyone was against me at that point because I sat there and I told names of other people or females that I know that he did that too. Or
Hold up. So who was this person?
oh, he was a janitor.
Okay, wait. So let's back up a second. So
Yeah.
you're telling me that the janitor
Mhm.
at the school
Mhm.
kissed you on the lips.
Yes.
And what was it was like a pet
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
and how old was he?
This man had to be in his 90s. No, he was old. He was really old though.
And okay, so just to
And I
paint a picture. So
yeah.
and you said he also did this to other people.
Yes.
Wow, other young girls.
Yes, and I even heard that he like bit someone on the lip, like just crazy shit. I don't know exactly. And yeah, like it was just I remember like going to my family and I sat there and I'm like, no, he's done it to other people when we went to the school and I said names like, and I mean not trying to be a snitch, but that's a predator, you know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
know what was wrong with like it was like covered up kind of like because when we went, they the way it just was like the girls sat there and they asked them I guess or about it and apparently they denied everything and I'm like okay.
So they said that the janitor did not kiss them,
Mhm.
and you saw it with your own eyes.
I seen him kiss the one girl, the one who he bit on the lip or I heard that. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, if anything, he did it to you, you know that, so you couldn't have been the
Yeah,
first
so he was
one.
I know, he was a predator, but apparently like I don't know, like I thought girls we're supposed to like stick together on this type of stuff, but apparently, you know.
Wow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2.